Okay, guys, we're going to finish that chapter number 4 that we had just started. So, hi Noah, hi Wyatt, and hi Gabriel, and I miss you guys. I wish you were here and I could be reading to you in person, but I'm not, so I'm reading to you this way. So grab your cozy blankets and your pillows, and time to cuddle up and find out why Willie got sick. Okay, so Willie is sick, they said. Now remember, Willie started throwing up. Willie, are you okay? I asked, feeling queasy when I see him throwing up. Willie struggles to respond as he bends over and holds his stomach. Rory looks way better than I do as she goes over to him. We need to help him, she says, sitting close by him. Willie, everything is going to be all right, she says. What's wrong with him? Julie asks, starting to cry. Are we all going to be sick? I think he might be dehydrated, Rory says to me quietly. Look at him. He feels really tired and his lips are so dry. Those are signs. We need to find more water, I say, relieved that Willie is sitting up and looking like he's at least not going to be sick anymore. That's gross, huh, guys? I mean, it's bad enough when you're sick, but it's no fun to watch somebody else be sick. Rory looks like she's not bothered by it all. Willie, we're going to find you some water and you're going to feel better. Let's get him in the shade, Julie. Oh, Gabby needs to sit up a little bit. There we go. I need you to make a fan out of those big leaves. Can you try and cool off Willie? I ask, not looking at Willie's mess in the sand. Willie tries to stand, but he's very unsteady. It's clear he's dizzy, and Rory is right. He's showing all the signs of dehydration. Now, I think I told you last time what dehydration is. Our body needs a certain amount of water to stay healthy, and he hasn't had it, so you're going to find out what made him even sicker in a minute. But how can that be? He's got as much to drink as the rest of us, and we're all fine. Yes, I think I can do that, Julie answers with a nervous sound in her voice. Is he going to be all right? Yes, Rory says firmly. He's been drinking as much as us, hasn't he? I ask, scratching my head. We have to go get more water. But there's an ocean of water right there, Tyler, Willie mumbles, and his lips look really dry. Aha, you're not supposed to drink ocean water. I'll bet that's what he did. We can't drink that, Willie. Remember, it's not safe for us, Rory says, keeping her voice soft and kind. Willie doesn't answer, and my stomach starts to ache thinking about what might have happened. Willie, did you drink the ocean water? Rory asks, still sounding nice. Uh-huh, he answers, nodding just a little. We need to get him some fresh water right away. It will help flush out the ocean water he drank. I will stay with him, though, not Julie. He'll need someone to watch him closely. Rory decides, and since she seems to know the most about this, I agree with her. So Rory stays with Willie. Let's see what's going to happen next. Making sure he doesn't drink any more salt water, ocean water, and making sure that he stays cool and comfortable. Tom and Julie, that's the two littler guys, let's go. We're going to go into the jungle together and find something to help. Grab the empty bottles. I'm scared, Tommy says, and I want to tell him I am too. He hangs on my arm and it makes it tough to move. And we enter the jungle. I realize the trees and vines are so thick it'll be hard to move with those little kids hanging on me, but if Willie gets worse, I don't want them to have to see that. It's okay, Tommy. We'll get through this. Just think of the great adventure you can tell all your friends when you get home. You're on an island. You're taking care of yourself and helping your friend. You can be a hero. This trip was my dad's idea. I just want to go home and color, Tommy moans. I like to color and read my books. You'll be back home doing that soon, I say, but he's not moving any faster. We can't go anywhere until we find what we need, what Willie needs. And what's that, guys? Water, huh? So Gabriel and Noah and Wyatt, you guys were all together at Easter and hung out together and had fun. You guys could be adventurers too. Up ahead, I see something and feel better right away. I know that tree and I know it will help us all. Julie, those trees ahead, do you know what they are? I ask, pointing to my left so she can see. Yes, they're bananas. I love bananas, Julie answers, excitedly pointing at the yellow fruit and jumping up and down. Even Tommy seems excited. Okay, let's check those out and see what we can find. Maybe we can get some bananas. I bet that will help Willie. So there are monkeys in the trees, and they are making noises that clearly tell us they aren't going to share their bananas. I can only snatch a couple of bunches, but it's better than nothing. What's that? Tommy asks. It sounds like the faucet running when my mom fills the tub for me. I toss the bananas down to them and climb down away from the monkeys. I stop to listen and realize he's right. I hear running water too. Wow. Julie, listen, I say, cupping a hand to my ear. She does the same. We need to get to that water, Tyler, Tommy says, finally, looking energized. We head deeper into the jungle. If I thought the terrain was difficult before, I was wrong. This is thicker, and the vines and picky bushes are making my skin sting, but we need to push through. Just up here, guys, I can see it clearing, I tell the other two. I can see it now, the waterfall. It's beautiful. I smell clean, fresh water. I know how much this water is needed. This is what will help us survive. Okay, just then a loud, high-pitched scream made me freeze. It's Julie. I open my eyes and feel it. There is something smooth on my neck. Uh-oh. And it's tracking down my arm. Within seconds, I'm running and tossing a long yellow snake off me. I hate snakes, but Willie needs this water and I have to keep going. I lean down, my hand shaking, and I fill the bottles. How scary is that? It's not so scary if you see it first, but if it lands on you, it can be a little scary. So now we're going into chapter 5. So let's see what happened in chapter 4. Tyler climbs the tree. Rory stays with Willie. Tom hears the waterfall. Willie drank salt water, not good, and Julie screams. Let's go to chapter 5 and see. I can see our camp ahead. I'm happy we have water for Willie to feel better, but I can't stop thinking about that snake. It feels like something is still crawling on me. Woo. I can't believe you grabbed that snake and threw it off of you, Tyler, Rory says after hearing the story from Julie. It almost sounds like she is upset she missed out on the latest adventure. I wasn't really thinking about it, Tyler said. I knew we needed to get to that water, and my adrenaline was pumping. I guess Julie's scream told me something bad was happening, so I have her to thank. Was she the only one who screamed? Rory laughed. We know where the water is. It's an easy walk now that we've made a little path. There's plenty of water for all of us. We'll just have to watch out for the snakes. With that crossed off the list, it's time to make this shelter better. I tell them, trying to get them to forget about me yelling and running away from a snake. He's kind of embarrassed, I think. But it would have scared me too, guys. I mean, really, I hate snakes. Willie, are you feeling better? Rory asked, and I'm glad she's here to help. I think so. The water is helping. Willie sits up and looks better. Take a while longer before you try to do too much, Rory tells him, and helps him lie back down. Rory, you can help me gather some better vines and those large leaves over there. These palm pieces are good. We already have a start on the floor to keep us out of the sand. Now we need some cover for a roof. This way we won't get soaked when it rains again, and we will have some shade during the sun. Good idea. That's just as important as staying dry, staying out of too much sun. I start building a triangle shape around the floor we made. It's beginning to look like a teepee. I made these in the backyard and on a couple camping trips. I'm good at this. I put Tommy on my shoulders and we walk around in circles while Tommy wraps the vines around the top to give it a little extra strength. We are becoming a good team. I'll layer the smaller branches and cover the holes, Rory says. When I'm done, we'll start adding these large leaves on top. It's starting to look like a real shelter now. Finally feeling good about the shelter, I think about ways to get us noticed. I know we had to make smoke and lots of it. I remember this show about needing damp leaves. I don't want to put out our fire. It helps us stay warm and cook. So I think about making a few other fires further down the beach. That's a good idea. We don't want to smell the smoke. We just want it to catch the attention of any passing boats or planes. Rory, we need to get some wet leaves and twigs. That will help us make smoke. It's time to think about being rescued, not just surviving. I'm going to start 2 new fires and use them to make smoke. I say, dusting the sand off my hands. So Rory nods. I'll get some. Tommy, come with me and we'll get what we need while Tyler builds the new fires. Build them near the SOS sign in the sand that Julie and I worked on. After a short time, I have one of the fires going and it's raging. So, while Willie seems to be doing better, I ask him to dig a hole in the sand to put the leaves and twigs in to keep them damp. It's a small job and he seems up to it. Hopefully he learned his lesson about drinking ocean water, no matter how thirsty he is. I have one of the fires going, guys. See, that's good. You should never drink ocean water. Sometimes when you're playing in the ocean and a little bit gets in your mouth, that's okay. I mean, that's happened to me before when I've been surfing when I was real young. But to just drink the water when you're thirsty, not good. I have one of the fires going, guys. Let's use this one and see what kind of smoke we can make. Everyone grabs handfuls of damp leaves and start to pile them on. At first, I think it will smother the fire, but it actually starts to work. Billows of white smoke rise from the fire. I know we need more, but it's a good start. I finish the second fire and make a plan to keep them going. We head back to our shelter, and the 2 big fires continue burning. I can see the smoke from our camp. I only hope someone else will too. Someone who can rescue us. I hand out peeled bananas and water we boiled. Good job, guys. You're getting fluids in and you're getting food. And you know, guys, one of the reasons why bananas are so good for you is because they have lots of potassium in it. And potassium is good for your heart and your intestines and everything. And it's a vitamin that we need, and so they need it really a lot more than we do right now because that's the only food they're getting. So it's good that they found bananas. We need to think about more food now. We have water, shelter, and a couple things to eat. We have a rescue plan in place with the smoke and the SOS sign in the sand. We need more bananas. The monkeys must move on now and then. Julie smiles. They are cute. Not when they want the bananas we need, I say seriously. Tommy, who has been listening to my advice and lessons, speaks up. We could be here a while, so we need to start thinking long term. Maybe we should make our shelter up in the trees like the monkeys. You know, he's about your age, Tommy is. Well, I think he's 7. So you guys are a little older than him. But he's thinking very smart, and he's helping being a good team member. So I think that's a good idea to make shelters up in the tree, you know, like tree houses, like Papa's making for you guys. I'm sure it's safer up there. We can figure out a way to scare them off and take their bananas. I hear a sniffle and then someone crying. I expect it to be one of the younger kids, but it's Rory and she's running off. Rory, come back. It's not safe out there alone, I yell to her, but she doesn't stop. She's out of the firelight and I've lost her. Now, you know who Rory is. Rory's the second oldest, and that's the girl, the really nice one that's always nice to little Willie, and she speaks softer. But something's got her really bothered, so she ran off. So now, that was chapter 5. And Tyler still feels the snake. Rory's feeling sad. Tom's ready to help. Willie's getting better, and Julie liked the monkeys. So let's go into chapter 6. This 5 was kind of a short chapter. Rory, wait up. Wait for me, please. I try to get her to stop, but she is much faster than I am. I finally catch up to her when she stops and leans against a tree. It doesn't look like she's tired or hurt. She probably felt bad for me. Tyler, I'm getting scared that we will never get home. I know you agree with Tommy. If you want us all moving further into the jungle, it means you don't think we are ever getting out of here. We aren't going home. She sounds very scared and her voice is shaking. I'm sorry, Rory. I think we may want to make a better shelter, but not because we're stuck here forever. I know someone will come for us. It's just a matter of time. I say that to her confidently, but somewhere deep inside, I'm not sure either. Poor Tyler. He's trying to be brave, but he's scared too, but he doesn't want to show it because then everybody will be scared. But somehow deep inside, I'm not sure I believe it. We don't know where we are. The island is very small, and the part of the ocean we were traveling through is vast and hard to navigate. If we are going to be here a little longer, we have to do everything we can to stay alive. I just want to make sure we're being as safe as possible until the rescuers find us. That's all. So, I don't know if I believe you, she says with a shrug. I like my math teacher, and she'd tell me the odds. What are the odds we're going to be found? I'm terrible at math, I joke. I don't know anything about how to figure out odds of getting home, but I know my mom, and there is no better at this stuff than your dad. So forget what the numbers say, and let's just remember how lucky we are to have made it this far. I know if we keep going all the things we have been doing, someone will find us. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop it there because this is a 17-minute video, and that's a long one. So that's a good one for you to watch. I love you guys all, and this is chapter 6, and we'll finish that on the next installment. So you guys be really good. I know you are being good because it's hard being stuck in the house all the time and not being able to go do any cool things. But stay good and help your parents because it's hard for them too. And I love you all. Bye.